All right, let's dive into something you see on the road every single day. The high-end pickup truck. You know the one. It's become this massive status symbol, a sign of power, of success. But what if the real price tag isn't the one on the window sticker? What if the true cost is the massive amount of wealth you're giving up just to own it? Let's break it down.
I mean, this quote just nails it, right? It paints such a perfect picture. You're sitting there in this absolute beast of a machine, and then you have that little moment of clarity. The heaviest thing you've hauled is a bag of mulch. It's a funny thought for sure, but it tees up a really, really serious question. And when we ask about the price, we're not just talking about that monthly payment that hits your bank account. No, we're talking about the long-term, life-altering financial impact, the hidden costs that can literally define what your future looks like. Okay, so let's get right into it. Section 1, the million-dollar math. And, the source material we're pulling from calls this the brutal reality. And trust me, that's not an exaggeration. This is where we're going to see what that truck is really costing you, not just today, but for decades to come. So everything starts with this number right here, $1,076. That's a pretty typical monthly payment for one of these fancy trucks. Now, that's already a huge chunk of change for anybody. But the real story, the mind-blowing part, isn't the payment itself. It's what that money could have been doing for you instead. So what if instead of sending over $1,000 a month to a lender for a vehicle that's literally losing value every single day, you put that exact same amount of money into an investment account where it could actually grow? This one simple question, it's the core of a super powerful financial idea called opportunity cost. And you know what? The path to becoming a millionaire is shockingly simple when you break it down like this. Just look at these steps. Step 1, you invest that same $1,076 every single month. Step 2, you just earn a standard average return from the market. And step 3, you just wait. You let it compound for 30 years. That's it. It's the magic of time and consistency at work. And boom, there it is. Over $1 million. That is the real price of the pavement princess. It's not the 87 grand on the sticker. It's a 7-figure retirement that you may have just traded for a truck. So that leads to the big question, right? Why are so many people making this trade? Well, the answer has a lot less to do with math and a whole lot more to do with marketing. And that brings us to our next section, selling a depreciating costume. Because let's be honest, buying a truck like this isn't purely a financial decision. It's an emotional one. And the auto industry, well, they are absolute masters at tapping into our emotions to sell us something that's way more than just a vehicle. I absolutely love this term the source uses, a depreciating costume. It just reframes the whole thing perfectly. It's not a tool. It's not an asset. It's an expensive outfit you put on to project a certain image of yourself. And just like any piece of high fashion, the second you drive it off the lot, its value just plummets. Okay, now here's where the source material makes a very direct and frankly, a very powerful argument. It claims that the auto industry weaponizes masculinity. Now that is a strong phrase, right? It's basically saying the marketing is engineered to connect this truck to a very specific, rugged idea of what it means to be tough and capable. And here's exactly how they do it. This is their playbook. I mean, just think about any truck commercial you've ever seen. They're never stuck in rush hour traffic, are they? No, they're climbing mountains, they're fording rivers, and the names, Raptor, Titan, Rebel, they all sound so aggressive and powerful. It's all built to sell you this adventurous off-road lifestyle, even if the biggest Challenger truck we'll ever face is the speed bump at Target. So if that's the illusion, what's the reality? What's the real power move? Well, our final section is all about the true financial flex, and it's about completely redefining what it actually means to be rich. This little chart just lays it all out, crystal clear. On one side, you've got the pavement princess. It's a high-cost, depreciating costume that projects wealth. It's all about looking rich. On the other side, a simple paid-off car. The monthly cost is zero, which frees up all that cash. And its status isn't about looks, it's about quietly and consistently building real, actual wealth. And right here, this is the mic drop moment from the source material. This is the whole idea in one sentence. Real financial strength, the true flex, isn't about the fancy car you're driving. It's about what you own, what's quietly growing for you in the background. Which brings us right back to this beautiful number. 7 figures, $1 million portfolio. That is the end result. It's the tangible outcome of choosing real wealth over the appearance of wealth. It's what happens when you prioritize financial freedom over a depreciating costume. So we'll leave you with this to chew on. After seeing all the math, after seeing the marketing playbook, what does true power really look like to you? Is it the shiny, expensive asset sitting in your driveway, or is it that quiet, growing number in your investment account, securing your future 1 month at a time? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.